Hello there everybody and welcome back to Sunshine Islands. Today is the Cat Festival. I debated whether or not I was even gonna bother going to the festival because obviously we can't compete and I don't have a lot really going on today, but we've sort of been keeping that tradition going of just checking the festival out anyways, even if we can't participate, then I'm sure I can find some things to talk about. So I'm gonna be smart and empty out my bag sort of before I leave for the day. I went ahead and planted some new onions, and I've started to get my corn and my tomatoes going again. In a few days from now, I should have more on these stalks to pick, which is gonna be nice. I won't feel as broke. It'll be nice to get a little bit more cash flow coming in. And I'll do my foraging on the main islands here before we head on over. I have a decent amount of stamina today, so I could probably spend a little bit of time fishing. But I might do that after the festival is over. And I guess it's getting to the point now where I can probably think about buying the last rucksack upgrade. Because Chen does have one more of those in his store, and I sort of have forgotten about it for the last little while because the 2 pages worth of slots has been getting us by for a while. But now I find myself rearranging the inventory quite a bit. The other option, if we want to pay half of the price, is to buy the shelf, the cabinet from Chen, and to store some items, because I do have some items that I could probably store for now and just kind of get them out of the inventory. I've got a healthy supply of stuff going on here. And I'm gonna have to go back to Mystic and Mushroom Island anyways, but I guess I can save some time by foraging a couple of things. Then I can just go back and speak to the villagers that I need to speak to. And again, it's a waste of time really for me to pick up all the weeds, but I'm trying to keep the ground clean so that we get better drops. I am noticing more and more flowers, and I've gotten a lot of the indigo herbs. I feel like it has been a very long time since I picked up any other color this season. I haven't seen any more yellow or orange. I've seen a couple of green ones, but these are much more common. But keeping the ground clean seems to be ensuring that I'm getting a few more herbs than I was getting before, which is nice. Ooh, and look at that, we're gonna get a sunstone, which is awesome. This is just a random sunstone that Kirk will give you upon taking the boat to each of the islands. I don't recall if we've ever actually gotten one of these, but basically you have a very small percentage to get those every single time you travel. And it's just a nice, kind of pleasant surprise when you get one because you're never expecting it. The only thing that's kind of crappy about it is it's purely a game of chance. You never know when you're going to get that stone. But I'll take it. I'll take your free sunstone. Why not? I have more islands to raise. Let's go on ahead and head over to the festival now. I have 5 cats, but I don't think any of them are obedient enough to be in a festival for cats. The cat festival, like a lot of the other pet festivals, is minigame related. Of course, we're not at that point yet, but when we do get there, we are gonna have to play a minigame. Ooh, and Julia's got a blue heart now. Man, we are just doing wonders with her affection. She's like halfway to red at this point, I think. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's gonna take us a very long time to get her all the way up to red, but we are making some great progress on that. I like the names of these cats. Lemon, Kiki, and Luna. Very random. And unfortunately, the cat is probably one of the last pets that we are going to get. And I also realized that I didn't talk in any great detail about how we unlocked the dog the other day. I kind of forgot about it just because we had so many other things to cover. But basically, you unlock the dog when you reach 500 animal points, and it's a little complicated to explain because these points are basically invisible. They don't show up anywhere. You can see at the top that my title is Medium Rancher Level 6. The title and the level changes as I gain more points, and there are points in animal care, mining, fishing, and cooking, I do believe. Having a better cooking level allows you to cook higher level recipes. A better fishing level allows you to catch bigger fish, rarer fish, and the animal points really just determines, I think, the types of animals that you're able to get at Mirabelle's store, and it also unlocks your dog. So the game kind of secretly tracks these points for all of these different categories, but unless you were gonna somehow, I don't know, like track them by hand or something like that, it would be very, very, very difficult to keep track of all of those points. Oh, and there's also a point system for crops as well, which I forgot to mention, and the crop points are really important. I think they're probably one of the more important ones because it allows you to unlock certain crops with each season, which is nice. I know fishing, for example, you have to have a crazy amount of points to be able to catch larger fish, and I played this game on my own time for, I think, 7 or 8 years. And I know I don't fish a lot, but during that time I was barely able to catch any of the medium-sized fish, and I never got a chance to catch any of the large fish. So it's a lot of work. Since I'm doing so well with Julia's hearts, I guess I should just go ahead and give her her normal gift. I've got a gift for Regis. I have one more mining item that I can give him. I suppose that I should try and catch a fish or two. I've also discovered that Nathan likes fish, which I had forgotten about, but that would be a great gift to give to him because every other gift that he likes is pretty much all food, and food, of course, is not possible for us right now. The issue is catching a fish. I found one. And now we're back to catching empty cans. I just can't catch a break. Like I said, I am just so bad at this fishing thing. I just have no luck whatsoever. And I don't think it would be as bad if I had the stamina to spare, but it just feels extra frustrating when I don't have a ton of energy, and then the energy that I do have is being used up fishing up cans or letting the fish get away. I guess I'll go give that fish to Lana, seeing as how I still have not given her all that many gifts. I wasn't able to unlock our new villagers today. I checked both of the spots that we would trigger their cutscene, but it's also possibly due to the fact that it's a festival that we aren't able to do that. But hopefully in the next couple of days we'll get the opportunity. I tried to trigger Sabrina's heart event. I wasn't able to do that either. I do think that festival days kind of screws all the stuff up like that, those types of events and things like that, so I'll just have to try that on a different day. Can you imagine walking into somebody's house with just a giant fish that you pull out of your pocket and you just hand it to them? Would it be worse if it was a dead fish or a living fish? I mean, both would be pretty gross, but... Harvest Moon and Stardew Valley and all these games are really outrageous when you think of it. If it was reality... Like I said, a man just drops by your house at 9:30 at night and just takes this fish out of their pocket and they're like, here you go. This is for you. I was fishing late at night, thinking about you, and I just decided to drop by your house and give this to you. I don't think I had any other content to cover. I think I'm gonna have to skip out on Shay and the inhabitants of the Mystic Islands today because it's simply just getting to be too late. I think I emptied out my rucksack pretty much. I think I'll just keep what I have in here. Maybe I'll dump out a couple of flowers. Before going back and resting. So next week we have the fishing contest, which, I mean, we can participate in, but I'm telling you right now, we would come in dead last. We wouldn't even stand a chance. And then we have our romantic festival next Saturday, and I'm hoping that we'd be able to take Julia. I don't know if we would be able to take any of the other girls, but if not, it would be nice to have the option to participate in it if Julia was at a high enough heart level. And then, of course, we have our crop festival. And we need to bring a tomato. My tomatoes have started to come in, and I should have 1 or 2 more harvests of tomatoes before that rolls around at the end of the month, so I'm not too worried about that. We currently have 4 sunstones, so if we really wanted to, we could go and raise one of the other islands that costs 3 stones, but at the moment I'm not all that worried about it. And we're back up to having almost $20,000, which is great. We can now start to maybe think about buying a couple of those other things that I mentioned, like a rucksack upgrade or a cabinet or something like that. And I'm mostly getting my money by selling things like mushrooms and herbs still. Yesterday was a huge money-making day for me because I managed to sell all of those onions that had come in. And you can see there that that was definitely worth it. I still haven't shipped a lot of crops in this season, unfortunately. I've shipped a couple of tomatoes, a couple pieces of corn, and a couple of onions, but I don't think we're going to be able to reach that 100 crop quota like we did last season. Unfortunately, we're just too far into the season. So that's a little glimpse as to where we are now and how we're doing. Like I said, hopefully in the next couple of days we can meet our new villagers. It would be nice to meet a couple of more people and have some more options available to meet our second to last available bachelorette as well, to see who else we have available to us. I will keep playing until I have some interesting things to talk about. Hopefully I will see you soon with some updates. Thank you all so very much for watching, and I hope that you will join me next time.